in
Three
three weight
times.
division. Who has done that? You can't say he's
Screenshot
not
it.
great. Three, okay, all time great. But again,
Hey, whoop his ass, champ. Yeah, man.
welcome back, y'all. It's Tima from the Divine Hook podcast, and I'm joined here with Elijah. Hi,
Yes.
Elijah.
Hey, how's it going?
Alrighty, good, good. Actually, more than
Yes.
good. I'm excited because this weekend is all about Canelo and Crawford, and I'm ready to talk my stuff right now. I mean,
Me too. Me too.
I'm excited.
I'm. I can't believe it's happening still.
I
Like,
know, I know,
uh,
I know. I mean,
it's two guys. Sorry.
oh, I said I've seen people talk about this years ago, and people are like, "It's never happening," and now we're 2 days away from it. Like we are here, about to witness a legacy on the line right now, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, I feel like these are two guys that me personally, a couple years ago, you asked me about this fight, I would have said you were crazy. Never gonna happen. Even
Yep.
Bud. But like for me as a boxing fan, it's like two
Mhm.
guys that I admire greatly in their own respects, like
Yeah,
as world
exactly.
champions, as Hall of Famers, like, and they've both carved out their own path.
Hmm.
Um, and obviously they're very different paths, but it led them to this fight, and I feel like it's just a huge moment for boxing, a huge moment for both of them as well. But it's also just like a culmination of like I feel like boxing history in one fight. It's on Netflix. It's free, and
Yes.
it's gonna be a spectacle that's like I don't miss this fight is what I advise to
You can't
everybody.
miss it. I don't know. Find a friend, find a family member who has Netflix, and turn your TV on, and please
Yes,
watch. Like, there's no excuse. This is not a PPV, so you know what I'm saying. So I think this is just amazing. I do love the whole Netflix broadcasting these type of fights. I don't know what the record is going to be when it comes out to this. I know versus like Manny and Mayweather. So I mean, it's a huge event. I mean, I've been seeing the videos. I've been keeping up with Ring Magazine and the belts, the display. Did you see that?
yeah, the purple one was cool.
I love
Uh,
the purple one. The Mexican
yeah,
heritage. I love it.
yeah,
I love it. Yeah, I saw Canelo, autographing some of the belts. I just think the whole thing is beautiful. I know people are a little upset. Maybe Dana White is not promoting this fight as he should be. But I do see the promo this week, though. I think they
of
lined this
course.
up pretty interesting, with the face off, in Vegas. I mean, they've got a little creative with it. I've seen it, and I just think they're doing a great job this week. The hype, I mean, people are talking about it. This is all people are counting down for. So it's still living up to the hype, regardless what we think about the promotion. That's a topic for another day when it comes to Dana White. But nonetheless, I just need to talk about who we want to pick for this fight. So I'll let you go first.
I have Terence Crawford by split decision. I think
Ooh, okay.
I think it's going to be competitive. I think
Yes.
Canelo's going to come prepared a lot more than he was in the William Skull fight. He did seem to gas out. I do think he still will gas out in this fight, or lack activity. But I do think he's going to come to fight, and it's Canelo Alvarez, so you can't count him out. And he's going to make it close. And I see it playing out similar to how Bivol won the fight, but it's not the size
Yes.
that's going to win it for Crawford. I just think it's the activity. He's going to be lighter. He's going to be faster, and I think ultimately he's going to be sharper. He's going to be able to punch between Canelo's punches because
Mhm.
Canelo throws big, wide hooks,
Yes.
um, and it's repetitive. He's got a few of those little tricks, punching on the arms, looking
Mhm.
down, and then throwing high that we've
Yes.
all seen for years. And I think Bud is going to do what he needs to prepare for anything that Canelo throws at him. So I think he brought in people that punched harder than Canelo into his camp.
Mhm.
I'm sure of it. To so that he would be prepared. He's got Bomac, an all-time great trainer in his corner, so they know what they're coming into. Personally, I think that Canelo doesn't know what he's coming into. I
Mhm.
think that he's looking at this similar to Charlo, and he thinks he's just going to be able to bulldoze and control the fight and fight his fight. And I don't think Bud's going to allow him to do that.
I agree. I agree. See, I'm going with Terence Crawford as well. I do believe, like you said, it is going to be a competitive fight. I don't see neither one of them like dominating. Like I can sit here and be like, "Wow, Bud dominated the whole fight," or Canelo dominated this fight. I see each of them winning rounds, but I think it's going to go to decision as well. I don't know about split, but that is a good one. I'm going with unanimous, but very close. Like those scorecards when they'll be like 131,
7-5.
150. Yes, yes. And it's just like super close. I'm going with that. I don't see, I personally, as I've seen everybody tweet, Canelo can knock out Bud. Cool. I don't see it happening that way at all. When people talk about, Bud having power and he can punch, can he knock down Canelo? Maybe. Might make history, but it doesn't mean he'll knock him out. He'll get back up and keep going because he does have a chin. But realistically, I don't see a knockdown either. So I am going to keep it realistic. If it does happen, then whoop de doo. Like I will be shocked. You know what I'm saying? But I think Bud is here to fight. I know boxing is physical, but it's also mental. And the way Crawford has been very focused, I feel like he knows what he's coming into. He knows Canelo is one of the greats. He's not downplaying this like, oh, this is easy. Like you know what I'm saying? He knows who he's up against. Meanwhile, like you said, Canelo's probably looking at this as like another Charlo, or as people might say, a cherry pick on wrong or something. But you know what? These are two great legends here, and I'm just ready for a good battle. I really do see this being very competitive. I know I'll be nervous in a couple of rounds because I'm like, oh my gosh, like who's winning? Who got the points up here? But I'm just really excited. I don't know if fans are super excited for this fight.
Yeah, I will be live tweeting my personal scorecard as I watch the fight in
Oh,
person.
nice. Okay.
I will be there this weekend. I did not get approved for a credential, but I'll see if I can pull some strings and get one.
There you go.
But if not, I'll just be attending as a fan and still covering as much as I can.
Yes, yeah. So, guys, so please make sure you're checking out How Boxing Works with two S's at the end for that content. Because, again, we would love to see that. It was really expensive to go. My goal was to go there to celebrate my birthday and this victory for Bud, but it was just overly priced, for regular
Yeah,
fans, unless you're credentialed and amazing. But again, I know it is going to be like one of the fights of the century. It's going to be explosive. It's going to be great. It's going to be talked about even after the fight, which of course we will do a recap with whoever the winner
yeah.
is. We will talk about that and how that fight went. So I'm super,
They
super
said
excited.
boxing scene didn't even get a credential.
Yeah, but see, there's many. I don't know. I feel mixed emotions about this because I've heard they've been negative towards His Excellency Turkey, and then I don't know, but
I still don't think you should block media. They're the second
are
most visited
I
boxing website.
Yes. So I don't know what's going on with that. I do still need to do more research on what's going on because I think they actually posted an article about the situation. So I do
Hmm.
have to do my research on that. It does suck because, again, like you said, they are really big in the boxing media.
Like how
You get your
do we get a
information.
chance?
Yes, yes. So hopefully, you know, we could work along with our excellency and get
His
our
Excellency
get
Turkey
his
option.
yes, Turkey. Yes. So, But again, I want the fans to also comment below. Let us know who they're picking for this fight. I'm interested in how it goes. Please add in your prediction about this fight. Definitely want to see what you guys
Hmm.
think. Again, fight of the century. So please tune in. Go to your friend's house. Go to your aunt's house, uncle's house. Please put on Netflix and watch. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
We have a super stacked undercard, in my opinion. A lot of people think it's lackluster, but I think there's some good matchups.
Great.
Um, Fernando Vargas. We'll start with the co-main event. Callum
Mm,
Walsh versus Fernando Vargas Jr., son of Fernando Vargas, who I consider a Hall of Famer.
he is a Hall of
Great professor.
Famer.
Yes. Oh, he
Yes.
is
I don't
perfect.
know why people are trying to downplay my man like this. Like,
Oh, all time. Yeah, like,
he's great. He's great. Let's not play with his name, okay?
and I think this is a very interesting test for both fighters.
Yes.
It's going to be a super welterweight event with two undefeated prospects. Walsh is 14-0, 11 KOs. Vargas Jr.'s 17-0, 15 KOs. So somebody's always got to go. It's time, and it's going to be on a very big stage, and they're going to be able to showcase their abilities in front of, oh, man, who knows how many people are going to be at
That's what
Allegiant.
I'm
It's going
saying.
to be
And
packed.
this is great. This is great for the Vargas dynasty, okay? Because,
Yes.
I'm a big fan of the Vargas family. I do love the talent that I'm seeing, especially with Emiliano Vargas. I mean, he is an amazing, talented prospect. So I just want to see where it goes for them. And I know they're making their dad so proud. So again, please do not discredit the great Mr. Vargas Senior here because he is a Hall of Famer. You know, and I just hope his kids do as great as he did, and even better. And that's the point. So definitely we got to tune in for that fight. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I'm leaning towards Vargas. I really do want to see Vargas win. So that's my pick for
Yeah.
that fight.
I think that I'm gonna go with Vargas too. I think with his background,
Hmm.
his father's championship pedigree, and he does have a few more fights than Walsh, so he's got. I would have to look and see how many rounds they've actually fought compared to each
Right.
other.
Exactly.
Um, but I ultimately think that Fernando Vargas has the tools to get the job done.
I do
Yeah,
too. I think so too. And then we also have Christian Mabili versus Lester Martinez.
that's
Now,
gonna be a good one.
all right. So here's my dilemma with this fight, right? I was leaning towards, Christian. I was like, my Billy got this. Like, this is gonna be great, right? I've seen Lester. I've seen some of his, pad work, shadow boxing. Seen little film here and there, highlights, not like full fights and stuff. And he pretty good. He has power from what I saw,
Mhm.
right? Then I see a tweet from Shakur saying, "Put your money on Lester Martinez." I'm like,
Keep
what?
it on him, Billy. Keep your keep it on him, Billy.
So I'm like, what does Shakur know that we don't know? And I swear, if he is right, he knows ball. Okay,
But
but
he's
no,
wrong.
but I got a chance to actually check him out a little bit. He does represent Guatemala. We do not see Guatemalan boxers. Trust me. So this is a great that he's representing a country that's not really well represented in this sport. And so he wants to do this for his country. I mean, I saw videos of him getting emotional about this. I mean, for him to win a title and bring it back home to Guatemala. And he did say he wouldn't mind fighting the winner of Canelo and Crawford. That's a lot of courage to say because a lot of people say you're not ready, kid. Like you're not ready for those type of fights, right? So it
Mhm.
just shows that he does have legacy on his mind. He does want to make a name for himself and for his country. I do love that. It just shows how ambitious he is. He loves the sport. He's passionate about it. So I want to see great things from him. Again, I'm still leaning towards Mavili to win this fight. Now, if Lester wins, I will be happy for him. I won't be upset at that after just getting to know him a little bit better and understanding his background. So again, may the best man win. So put your money on whoever you want. I don't know. You can listen to Shakur or you not, but hey,
Um, I like the matchup. I I've had Leicester winning since it got announced. I think and Billy's just a little too wild.
mm.
And Leicester's just gonna outbox him.
Well,
Um,
Lester looked more precise in his pad work. I don't know if you saw, but Mabili hit his trainer, and I was like, oh my gosh, the accuracy is not there.
he
Right?
is he's very wild, and that could cause a lot of problems for Martinez. But I think it'll play out similar to like Ryo Pitbull. Where
Yes.
just the sharper shots and the boxing ability to move, it just worked in Ryo's favor that night. So that's how the style matchup uh,
Mhm.
is what I assume it'll look like. But they're both undefeated, 29-0, 24 KOs for Billy, 19-0, 16 KOs for Martinez.
Yes.
So another one where somebody's O has got to go. I love these fights because it's like you know that these guys don't want to lose, so they're there to fight.
Exactly. Exactly. They're
Um,
there to fight. Yes.
and I feel like this shows that Turkey as a promoter is and a matchmaker is getting better at making matchups. I feel like a lot of the problems that he had with his matchups in Times Squares was the matchups themselves that he made.
Mm.
You have to set them up to want to win,
Mm.
um, and make it a competitive fight.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah. So that's what I have for that fight. I am gonna lean towards Martinez in a decision. Um, he could very well get a KO though.
Yes, I mean that
Uh,
KO ratio. I mean it's pretty darn good. That's what I'm saying. I've seen Lester in some of those highlights and his training. He does have power. He does.
mhm.
And then another thing, he's very technical. So that's another thing. He could he might outbox the Billy. I don't know. So again, I'm like now like, oh my gosh, where do I go? But I don't want to like flip decisions. So I'm gonna just go with Mobili. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong, But I know these two will put on a fight. They don't want to lose. They want to keep that O. So it's gonna be a hell of a battle for both of them on that canvas. So I'm
Yeah,
excited. So I'm excited for those fights. So again, a card that you don't want to miss. I know some people just want to skip those and just watch the main event, but I think it's
yeah,
important to also keep an eye out on these fighters that are fighting before Canelo and Crawford. I mean, you just gotta pay attention to what's going on. Better exposure. I want to be able to talk about other fighters and debate about other fighters, and be able to see what more they can show us and prove to the fans.
yeah. We do have a lot of fights on this undercard. I'll start running through the last three bouts on the main card.
Mm-hmm.
We have Muhammad Alakel,
Oh
if
yes,
I'm
Muhammad.
saying that
Yeah.
correct, versus John Ornelius.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a lightweight bout. Uh, Alakel is
Mm-hmm.
4-0,
Yes.
and Ornelis is 5-2-1 with two KOs.
Got it.
It's going to be a good lightweight bout to see where these guys are at in their careers,
I
still
definitely
early
have
on.
Muhammad. I've seen what he's done, and I think he's pretty great for a kid. So I'm going with
Yeah,
Muhammad on this one. Yeah.
from the records, it would be hard to pick against him in this one.
Yes.
So I would go with Muhammad as well.
Yes.
Uh,
Another great fight.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I
excited.
have Sergey Boacek versus Brandon Adams. Um,
Ah.
yes, that's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be good to see Boacek back, and Brandon Adams. It's gonna be a middleweight rematch. So Boacek is 26-2, 24 KOs. He seeks revenge against Adams from their previous bout. Adams is 25-4 with 16 KOs.
Yeah.
Um,
Who do you
I'm
think?
gonna I'm going with Brandon Adams again. I
Really?
see the fight playing out similar to the way it
Hmm.
did the first time.
I want to be messy. I want redemption. No, I want Boychuk to win.
I think a lot of people are rooting for Boacek in this one, but
I think I would like to see the revenge. So I'm gonna add a little spice to that. Yeah. So I'll pick him. I'll pick him. All
and
right.
then the last bout on the card is Ivan Ditchko versus Jermaine Franklin, heavyweight bout. Uh, Ditchko is 15-0, 14 KOs, and
Wow.
Franklin is 23-2, 15 KOs.
Hmm. Interesting. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
knockout power doesn't always mean everything, because you can stop that. But that should be a very interesting fight too, as well. So even keep an eye out with the heavyweight, especially what's going on in the heavyweight division right now. Like it's good to like see who's fighting right now, what competitions we'll be seeing in the future for them.
Yeah. I got Ditchko by KO in that one.
Yeah, me too. I do too. I didn't want to go by the knockout power, but I was like, hold on. I think I just might for this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, again, amazing card. I think Turkey did an amazing job with these matchups. These are fighters who who want to keep their O, who want to keep winning or coming back for redemption. I think this is great. It's competitive, and I love that. The fans love that. I like fights when sometimes you might not even know which way it may go. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
this is a great. So again, Saturday is about to be a movie. I cannot wait to be on my couch with the blanket and just sit and watch. Okay. So I'm excited. So everybody tune in, please, and let us know your predictions. Definitely.
I will be there, and I can't even believe I'm going. I'm like
I'm
still super excited.
excited for you. I'm really excited for you. Send pictures. All right. Now, moving on to the big news that we received. It is now official, Lamont and Pitbull.
Yes,
We're doing.
that fight. I'm so happy about that fight.
I am too. It's a bigger upgrade than what we thought, he was going to fight. But this is great. This is great. I have Lamont winning this. Pitbull, again, great fighter, pressure fighter. I love it. But I feel like his style is very one dimensional. I feel that Lamont has the tools in his bag to stop this. So I don't see it like a knockout or anything, but I feel like by decision, maybe Lamont could win.
I am so sorry. Um, sorry, Lamont. Don't take a personal. I
What?
got Pitbull stopping him.
What? Guys,
Yeah.
please let me know what y'all think because there's no way. There's no
Mhm.
way. After what I seen Lamont with Tank, I got so much faith in this man. I got so much faith.
I guess.
Can we do the triangle theory? Well, Pitbull lost to Tank and then Lamont technically beat Tank, so that means that Lamont can beat Pitbull.
Triangle theory don't work in boxing.
That's how they always get to me in my mentions, okay? But all I'm saying is I think Lamont has the tools to beat Pitbull.
I think he's been sleeping in silk sheets since he beat Tank.
Okay. Well, guess what? When Lamont shows up on fight day, I can't wait, and we're gonna talk about
We
it.
gonna see. We gonna see.
I'm gonna head to DC and celebrate with him. Okay. But I think it's gonna be an amazing fight. I don't know where it's gonna be at.
No, it's in December.
It's in December. I just don't know the location. Might be Vegas. I don't know. But it should be a really great fight. Overall, it's a competitive fight. I like it. It's a great matchup for Lamont. Great for his resume. Put in Pitbull. I mean, this is great. So yeah, I need to know what the viewers think because I can't believe you picking Pitbull.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, this is very
He's been on a mission
yeah.
in recent years. And I feel like now he's back at that stage. He was a world champion, he lost it. And now I feel like he's just at that stage where he's hungry again. And because he got a big fan base after the Tank fight. And I think
Okay.
he's in that headspace he was at prior to getting that Tank fight where he was just on a mission, wrecking everything they put in front of
He's
him.
hungry to win. I get it.
Um, so that's he's gonna be tough to beat. He's gonna be tough to beat.
Well, I don't see the fight being easy at all. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy fight, but I just think Lamont might win by decision. So that's just where I'm going with it. But we'll see as we get closer. We'll talk more about it. We'll see how Lamont is looking in training camp, and just see. I mean, I'm ready to see how Pitbull is looking too. So it's going to be exciting. And then also we did skip something.
Hmm.
Inoue versus MJ right after the Canelo and Crawford fight.
Okay.
The reason why I said we forgot that is because they just announced Inoue versus Picasso for December. Mind you, he
Yes.
hasn't even won this fight, and there's already a fight lined up. So, do you know how much faith they have for this man to just take over and just dominate in the sport and just line up these fights for him? This would be his fourth fight, I believe, for this year. So, I mean, he's been really active. This is great for Inoue. I know Nakatani will be on that card, I believe, either as a co-main event. Now, what does this mean? If people are asking, well, what's wrong with Nakatani being in this card? Well, we're getting closer to Inoue versus Nakatani pretty soon. From last time when they were together, they did shake hands on hoping May 2026. So, guys, we're just getting really
Wow.
closer and closer to that date. So, yes, Nakatani and
That
Inoue,
was gonna be
and there's a
great.
video out where they agree to do it for May 2026. They both are agreeing to fight each other. So
He's got two opponents lined up already.
basically, yes. So
Hopefully he's not overlooking MJ and MJ
he
doesn't
looks
come to
really
ruin the
strong. He
plans.
looks big. he is scaring me in some of his pictures. I did see the media workout pictures and videos. He looks really good. He looks really good. He looks sharp. So I'm not overlooking MJ at all. It might be a tough battle. Now we
I
have
knew it
seen,
was.
yeah, yeah. Um, did you see Inoue's back? Oh my gosh, it looks like one of those like Dragon Ball Z characters, just so strong and cut. Like, whew,
Goku.
it's amazing. Sorry guys. But back to the boxing. Um, but my thing is, we've seen Inoue, knocked down twice before, but he's been able to get up and readjust. So, people might question is Inoue, shinny, like can he handle? The thing is, what I've seen with Inoue is the fact that he takes his time to get up and then has a game plan to get back in there and dominate. And then he ends up winning. So that's the thing. Will MJ knock him down? Who knows? He is pretty strong. Who knows? But I know Inoue now has discussed, saying that MJ does have power, so he's doing his best to prepare. Definitely not keep his chin up in the air. He knows that. So we will see what Inoue's defense is looking like, if it has shown some improvement to prevent some of those knockdowns, and just see how he does with this fight.
Mhm.
Inoue is always winning by a knockout. So I don't know how this will play out. Will he get a knockout? Will this go the distance and go to the decision? I don't know.
Yeah, I think this one's there's a lot of things up in the air because MJ is a puncher,
Yes.
and Inoue has shown times where his chin
Mm-hmm.
can lead to adversity in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I always wonder, especially because it's one thing for a guy to get dropped once, but twice, then you start to question things.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wonder, can somebody knock him out with the right power? So I do think he shouldn't be negotiating fights, especially not announcing fights. But I mean, you can, but you may not be undisputed anymore
Mm-hmm.
when you face that opponent.
Yes.
Um, but I really just hope he's focused on the task
Yeah.
at hand.
I think right now he is very focused more on, obviously on MJ. I mean, the fight is coming up in within 3 days. Picasso is in December, but he is not overlooking MJ. He has admitted himself, like, you know what? I respect his power. I respect how strong he is. But he's coming in there to win. And so he's going to do whatever it takes to win. So whatever that looks like. I mean, in a way, he's a pretty smart dude. He has all the tools. He can do it all. It's just now sharpening it all up, especially with that defense to prevent those knockdowns. I mean, we've seen it only twice. But again, we don't want to see it happening over and over and over again. People start questioning it. I mean, great. He can readjust and dominate, because a lot of time fighters get knocked down, they get back up too quickly, and then it's a wrap. They're done. Like,
Mhm.
they're not even hitting back anymore. So I do respect and admire Inoue's courage and his heart to be able to dominate these fights even after being knocked down. It doesn't stop him. It just makes him even hungrier, and it's pretty scary once we see that. I won't be too worried if he does get knocked down, because I just know how he is. But again, I just want him to kind of work on that part a little bit more.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So the last fight that is being negotiated, not 100% finalized,
Mhm.
and I think they may put it on the Pitbull Lamont Roach card. It may actually be the main event.
Mhm.
Um, Spence versus Charlo.
Hmm.
They're getting real close to coming to an agreement.
Now. Let's talk about this for a little bit. I mean, Charles, great fighter, not knocking him down, but Spence, I just saw him work out. I don't know. It's just he
You don't
doesn't
know
get.
about what? Yeah, Spence.
Yes, the latest workout he was doing pad work. And maybe this is just that clip, and I can't judge it off based of that clip. But he just looked like he hasn't been working out in so long. Like, he hasn't been training. I mean, it was really slow, really, like, this is not the Spence that we're used to seeing. You get what I'm saying? Again, I
Mhm.
don't know if he's just been out the gym, but I'm worried. I'm worried for him. I do have Charlo winning this fight. I don't know how anybody else has it, seeing it. Please, again, let us know your predictions. But I'm going with Charlo for this fight. Spence is my guy. I love Spence. But I don't know. Does he still have it in him? Is Can he win this? And if he does, I will be happy for him, obviously. But just of lately, I don't know. I've just been very questionable about his return.
Yeah, the pad work, I feel like looked like the pad work before the Bud fight. But I also in that fight I knew Bud was gonna stop him.
Yeah.
Um, I think Charlo's gonna stop him. I don't think he's been the same since the accident. He did great against Danny Garcia.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, he did.
and uh, Ugas hurt him. He still pulled that out. So
Yeah, he
he's
managed to get through
still
that.
showed a lot of determination
Yeah.
and ability at that. He's a world champion.
Yeah.
Um, but at a certain point, um, and especially with that history, you do see the decline. And then inactivity, I say this all the time, inactivity kills.
Yes.
And I'll pick guys to lose that I would normally pick to win on inactivity
Hmm.
alone.
Yes.
And it can be that minimal, like the difference between somebody winning a fight and losing a fight is
Hmm.
just staying active. And that can be the case with this fight we got coming up this weekend. Bud hasn't been very active. But we're going to find out if inactivity actually kills, because Canelo Alvarez is a guy that stays fairly active.
He does.
Um, and
But
I
you got guys like Tank who fights like once a year, and then he does pretty well. Would you say?
Yeah, well, Tank has like he's active then he's inactive. He's active then he's inactive because he did have that time period where he fought like Hector and then
Yeah,
Ryan.
he did go back. Yeah, back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
So it just depends on when he wants to fight, I guess. But more so, I would say when it's big gap, one fight, big gap, instead of like okay,
I get
big
what you're
gap, and
saying
then
about that.
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause it's been a while since we even seen Spence in the ring. I mean, it's been a
man,
while. So
yes,
I don't know. Does he still have that hunger, for the sport? And it's okay if he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know he's been having a lot of family time and dedicating all his love and time for that, which is great. But again, I do have Charlo winning that fight if it does, go through and everything. So yeah, you guys let us know what you guys think about this, and are you guys excited to see Spence back in the ring? So we shall see.
I'm all together though with the matchup. Besides predictions, that's a crazy fight. These are
It
two
is.
guys that
It is.
grew up together in the same gym under Derek James, under the same trainer, became world champions together,
Mm-hmm.
um, and have been friends for a very long time. And now uh, they're willing to fight each
In the
other.
ring.
And you look at Shakur and Keyshawn and that relation where they're not willing to fight, and it's like at the end of the day in boxing, it's you only,
Yeah.
as it's you yourself in the ring. And
Yeah.
will they ever come to that point? They say no now, but Charlo and Spence used to say the same thing. And now we're here.
Gotta, I guess we
So
just gotta wait and just see what time can tell. Again,
yeah,
I know Shakur is just not ready to be in the 140 division, and that's fair. But who knows? Time can
absolutely.
tell. Money talks. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Spence back. I just hope mentally he's back. You know, he's dealt with a lot, and so I just hope he's healthy and good to go for this fight. It's going to be a very competitive fight, so I just hope it all goes well. So again, let us know what you guys think about some of these fights and the predictions. Who do you have winning? Again, get ready for an amazing weekend of boxing. I don't know the next time we'll have another exciting weekend like this. I mean, we have Crawford and Inoue in the same weekend. The last time this happened, they both dominated and won. So will it happen again? I
Mm.
hope so. So Team Bud over here and the new,
Yep.
okay, and the new.
Undisputed super middleweight champion of the world,
There you
Terrence
go.
Bud
There
Crawford.
you go. Three times undisputed in
Three
three weight
time.
division. Who has done that? You can't say he's
Screenshot
not
it.
great. Three, okay, all time great. But again, if Canelo does win, we will give him his flowers. Canelo is one of the greatest Mexican fighters of all time. We
Pound for
can't take
pound
that
number
from
one if he wins.
pound for pound. Yes. So again, we are not Canelo haters or anything. I just really want to see Bud make history. Just do it, like Bud said. Canelo has lost before, but nobody's ever been three times undisputed before. So I want to see history. I want to see legacy. This is what the sport is all about, and I feel like we need to remember that. So, guys, just let us know who you're with and who you're cheering for. This is going to be a great weekend. Really fun.
Yes,
And
I
I can't
can't
wait to
wait.
be back for the recap.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you.